Hey guys, Cliff from KVAR. Today we're going to be doing a video talking about the new stock from Arsenal. If you saw last week, we released a video where I got to go onto the Arsenal defense side of the house and talk about the AR-M14Fs that are being sent to the military. One of the things that was different about that AR-M14F that is different from the standard SAM7SF is the stock itself. The reason that was different is because the military actually requested some special features that aren't available on the classic tubular design stock. So this is a modern take on the classic tubular design. This is the stock itself. And let's go over some of those features that they requested. So on the right side of the stock, there are a couple QD points, and there's two QD points on the left side of the stock. Each of these QD points are timed so that when you put your sling swivel in, it locks into place and doesn't keep spinning. If you need to move it to another position, push the button in, turn it to the next position. That prevents your sling from tangling up while you have it on your shoulder. So very nice feature. Another thing that they requested was that there be an ergonomical groove for the cheek weld on the stock itself. So on the classic tubular design stock, it's round and a little bit wider. So put your face a little bit to the left and a little bit higher up, where this one contours nicely with your cheek, so it's very comfortable, and it easily aligns your eye with the rear sight. So that's a very nice feature about this stock, and that's why they requested it. Another thing about this stock that's different is the back of it actually has a cut in it, and you can see it's very narrow. So it's easy to kind of shoulder without snagging on your equipment or anything that you might have on your shoulder. It just doesn't tangle up. It's very streamlined stock. You'll see it here on this rifle to my left, whereas this one to my right has a classic tubular design stock. Let's go into the attention to detail that Arsenal took on this stock itself. It's pretty wild. Everything that you see on this table was machined in-house to control quality and to ensure the tightest fit and the tightest tolerances so that there's no play. So for example, this plate that you see here that hooks onto your front latch assembly uses two rivets. These were machined out by Arsenal in-house with CNC machines, and then these rivets were actually machined to perfectly fit that. So if you see here, there's channels cut for the rivets on this. That perfectly sits so that there's no gaps that could allow dirt, soil, or anything like that. Traditional manufacturing would probably use just a standard round rivet that would get smashed into place. It wouldn't be a flush fit. This is a very flush fit, and it also prevents any type of slack between once that rivet's crushed and the stock itself. So there's no room for any extra material. It just sits nice and flush, which prevents play, so it doesn't wiggle around or anything like that, wearing out over time. This just sits in place and lasts forever. Take a look at this plate. It was machined out of this carbon steel. So they use carbon steel because it's a very high quality steel that can be heat treated. So they machine that. Think about all that material that gets taken away to machine this little part right here. And in the end, it gets finished and hard anodized. On the back of the stock itself are four little channels on the back just to put the glue in there so it sits flush. And then it sits firmly onto the back of the butt plate. This is the butt plate itself, so it sits to the back of that, nice and flush. And then it's set with 3 different screws after the adhesive's added. Nice little detail on the inside of this, which you won't ever see, is the Arsenal logo. So I thought that was pretty cool. Guys, I know the question is, when are these stocks going to be available? Arsenal's priority is the military contracts, but they did tell me that they're going to have these available pretty soon to us on a rifle. And we have a commitment at KVAR that they're not going to increase prices due to the tariffs. So they're actually going to be the same price as the traditional. So you'll still have the traditional option, but this is a nice upgrade and a nice option from Arsenal. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.